All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update. Now, I know I promised this over the weekend, but I was really busy. And I wanted to get this video out and not wait any longer. And so this video, I'm going to talk about what I think James Gunn may be doing in regards to the Superman costume and the look of the film. And also, there are some reports today that have surfaced saying that he is going to change the suit at the end of the movie because of the backlash from social media, which I don't think that would probably be the case. But we have already heard from James Gunn, and he did say that this film was going to have an aesthetically different look than any other film that has ever been made. And I want to talk about what that looks like. I'll talk about that at the end of this video. First, I have some photos to show you. We have some new photos of Superman in action and a few things to talk about here, and possibly the reveal of Crypto. I don't think it's Crypto, but we're going to take a look. There's definitely a dog in the movie. So let's take a look at this and what I've grabbed to talk about here today. First photo I have here is a new shot of Clark Kent as, well, not Clark Kent as Superman, David Corenswet as Clark Kent. And what's interesting is in the background, they have a bunch of, it's black and white, but it's a bunch of Superman statues and Superman merchandise. So he seems to be pretty popular there in Metropolis. But this just gives another look at him. And it's just kind of interesting still the haircut that they chose to go with. All right, so there were some people that came after me for my last video, talking about the suit, where they said that this mirrors the New 52 suit quite a bit. And I totally disagree. It does in design in a way with the collar and the sleeves around the hand, but there are no Superman suits that are loose. These are some renditions by some individuals that were posted online, basically from the design of the New 52, and none of these are loose-fitting at all. And in fact, this, I believe, is from the very first issue of the New 52 from Justice League, if I'm not mistaken. And this does not look anything like the suit that he is wearing for the film. So this comes from FandomWire.com that Henry Cavill planned a Man of Steel sequel with Mission Impossible director before James Gunn replaced him. Yes, I believe with Ralph McQuarrie or whatever the guy's name is. Yes, they were planning on making another film, and I think based off of the last couple of Mission Impossible films, had he been able to make this film, yeah, it would have been a massive hit and probably could have been out this summer if they had let Henry Cavill stay as Superman. Caped Crusader, I've talked about this several times recently. It says, Caped Crusader is the freedom to tell a Batman story for an older audience. We didn't have the same kind of limitations that we had back in the 90s, where it was made specifically for a children's audience, and we had to worry about making sure that would sell a certain number of toys. This comes from Bruce Timm, who also worked on Batman, the animated series. I am very much eagerly awaiting this to be released 1 month from today. All right, so here are some new photos of David Corenswet as Superman. This is him obviously taking off, and you can tell that they're going to be doing some CGI. Now, if the suit actually looked like this all the time without a lot of wrinkles in it, it might not be too bad. I still don't like the collar. I don't like how the cape hangs in the front there. But this suit might look pretty cool if it didn't have all the wrinkles in it. If he does any type of bending or anything, you see the wrinkles everywhere. But again, I'm going to talk about what I think James Gunn may be doing. You can see when he's crouching down here, it is wrinkled down by the abs, which is just weird. It looks like it's made out of kind of foam, rubbery plastic. Yeah. So let's see here. So this is him taking off. You can see he's actually off the ground in this photo. So they're going to add some CGI to that later. Here is him holding something up, and you can see that he's got his foot down. He's pushing it down in the water. So he's landed to stop this from falling. And we've got two guys on the ends. The original photo I saw showed the two guys on the end holding the bar up. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a shot from underneath going up. We're not meant to see these bars at all. And so I think that this is going to be a shot from down below, probably looking up at him. But I don't know where the cameras are. So it's kind of interesting to see where this photo is going to, where it's going to come from. Now we get to take a look at a dog. Oh, there we go. So this is from that same scene. You can see that there's a dog there and a woman is petting the dog. James Gunn actually made a post, and I thought I saved the picture, but it didn't come across, where James Gunn said, it's always a good day when there's a dog on set, showed this dog, and I was going to put that as my thumbnail and say that this is Crypto has been revealed. Now, I personally don't think it's going to be Crypto. I think that would be pretty pathetic if it was, but I do, we are going to have him saving cats and dogs. This is, you can see the camera off to the left there, and so we're going to see the back of the woman during this scene, so they're getting a look more at the dog and Superman's face than they are the girl. All right, so let's talk about what I think is going to happen with the suit. All right, so James Gunn has said that this movie is going to have a different aesthetic than anything else that has ever been done. And what first came to mind was the music video from a-ha called Take On Me. And I'm going to show you guys some clips in this video of this, especially at the end of the video, where they actually show someone coming from, comic book into the real world. And I don't think it's necessarily going to look exactly like that, obviously updated. I would say a cross between real life and what they did with the Spider-Verse movies. I think this movie may have a lot of drawn lines over the individuals in the film, but also more realistic. Think kind of, if you're familiar with them, the Telltale games with like The Wolf Among Us or something like The Walking Dead or the Batman series that they did, but maybe more realistic looking. Also, what if they're going to also go with a more comic book look to it, like what they did with the Hulk movie that came out in 2003? I'm going to show you some video here in regards to that film, and there was a bunch of sequences in the movie where it looked like it was going from a panel to video to panel, from page to page, and they would even put things in a bunch of boxes. I have a feeling that James Gunn may be doing something wild with this. And how does this affect the Superman suit? Well, what it's going to do is it's going to be very forgiving, and if they smooth it out, you won't see any of the wrinkles. It's going to have this weird look to it, maybe somewhat animated, somewhat comic bookish. What if that's where they're going to go with this? Now, my personal feelings on something like that is I wouldn't put it past him, because he did make that comment that they are going to do something that has never been done before, which I personally don't want to see. I want to see an actual live-action superhero film without a lot of trickery with aesthetics and the look to make it look different, for the sake of making it look different. But it could work in that regard for hiding a lot of the stuff and making it look pretty cool. So what do you guys think about all of this? Do you think that's a possibility? What do you think James Gunn is going to do with the film? I still don't think this movie is going to do well. I'm eager to see the first footage from it. And guys, I will tell you, if it's a good movie, I will tell you it's a good movie. I am a super fan of these characters, and I do want more stories to be told, not necessarily by Gunn, but I am very eager to see what they are cooking up, and I am very much looking forward to the first footage, and I still think it's a huge mistake that he is not going to the San Diego Comic-Con. All right, guys, there's my update for the day. We will see you on the next DC update. I do appreciate it. We'll see you on that next video.